My name is Samson Manzi.
And I am Diana Sewe.
And I am an IT projects manager.
And I am a biochemist.
And together, this is our dream wedding.
It feels great living with him now, and it's bringing a lot of happiness to us. So I'm enjoying marriage.
Having a wife is a good thing as a man. Having a wife is a good thing. Yeah. You get to learn a lot of things. Transitioning from that bachelor kind of life to a life where you have a wife who's taking care of the nitty-gritty, it's a good thing. We met in church. We were still friends. Actually, we didn't know that we would fall in love and all that. But I loved the fact that she loved art, I loved art. So I thought we could work something out. Probably combine her art of beading and everything to my art of music and all these things and nature. She disappeared on me for a whole year. I kept looking for her. She showed up. After like 12 months, she showed up and I was very excited.
I would sense that there's something growing in there. So at some point I got a little bit freaked out because I was not really into relationships at that time. So I did disappear. Because he was too good to be true. I came out of that whole year with a crazy heartbreak. I was a mess at that time. I was really crushed. He started picking up the pieces for me. We had to start knowing each other all over again. We had to start building the trust again. And I think he also had the fear of I just might disappear again. So he really did work on me a lot.
Apparently, the society out here thinks pastors' kids are the worst. And even in the different places I found myself, people still are amazed with the fact that I'm where I am. Like, I go to church every Sunday and I hold Bible studies and probably participate in Sunday school activities and church activities, lead ministries. So it's tough. It comes with a lot of responsibilities. But I thank God for my parents because right from the word go, they taught me the importance of the church.
From your actions to your words, to how you present yourself to other people really matters a lot when you are dating a pastor's kid. Eventually, when he kept on encouraging me to come to church more and more and more, I fell in love with the children in church. And I couldn't stop going to those classes all the time. Everything else just came step by step. So being his fiancé was quite easier after that.
Sam being from the pastor's family has shown a unique life. In most cases, we see pastors' children rebel. And this is Sam who actually even runs a Bible study over 5 years now. He started a Bible study, he's running it, he's the pastor of that Bible study. He supports in the church. So we want to thank the Lord that Sam, like many other pastors' children, never rebelled. And we want to wish him that life. I pray that Sam will continue the way he is.
I can't believe my kid is getting married now. It is a big step in life. But I want to leave everything to God. And I hope all is going to be well for her. I wish her to be first a good wife. And one day God wills give her babies. She becomes a good mother and bring them up very well.
Should come home all the time.
I'll always come back home. Glad she found the perfect man. I hope I also find one someday.
Well.
I met some when I was still young. They've been close friends for a while. Yeah, I met him while he was bribing Dee to go to church with chips.
Again.
I'm so glad you found a man who loves God more than you, because he'll always respect you. Sister is my choice. Sister is my chance. Friends my choice. Emotional, it was teary, it was laughter. I feel the effect of the wedding. I still felt like it was also someone else's wedding. Got my hair done, and then it hit me when I wore the dress. That's when I really got emotional. That's when I realized that I'm actually leaving my mom's house. I'm actually leaving my mom behind. So I was all happy. I'm starting a new life. I was all sad. I'm living this other life. So I was torn in between, and I didn't know what to say, what to do. But it was a good experience. It was still a mix-up. I really didn't want to leave my mom. That's when I actually realized I am my mother's daughter. I really, really love my mom a lot. And my sister was there all tearing up. And then at the same time, I also want him in my life. So I was really torn in between. That is what I was experiencing. At least at that point, I felt now more relaxed. I was feeling more composed, and we sang, and I had to be carried all the way to the car. That was a little bit awkward because my dress was a bit big. It was a princess gown, so I loved that experience. It was amazing. I would say it was the best part of the morning.
We reached church. I was still very easy. The day hadn't still rang in my mind, it's my wedding. I still thought it's someone else's wedding I'm attending. Yeah, and I was all calm. And I went on, danced all the way. I had stayed alone for a while, so the transition wasn't really trouble, but the fact that now you have to start your own family, it's an adventure, something that is different for everyone. You don't all experience the same thing. So it was mixed emotions, but I enjoyed. I was thinking of that and at the same time dancing. So it was crazy, but I managed. Yes. I'm done being my mother's daughter. I am potentially someone else's mother, and I was just thinking of how much I would miss her. But it was good. I loved that walk.
Diana is basically like a daughter to me. I remember some 25 years ago being the young girl that we were holding in our hands. And today being her wedding is a special day because we are seeing a transformation from that little girl that we held back in '91 to a woman who is walking down the aisle in 2017. And for us, it's like a mother figure. She is named after our mother. She's family, she's blood, so she's special.
That gown got me off guard. You know, I was trying to get the whole picture. You know, they would go for dress fitting, guys would talk about a few things. So I was putting two and two together. What I had in mind is not what she had or she had worn that day, and it was amazing.
We have so much of the memories that we, as in from the past, everything that we went through was flooding in my head. Now, that time I didn't feel like my mother's daughter. I was like, Mom, now you can go away. I'm fine. He's right there. Exactly what I wanted. You know, those moments when you really don't know what you really wanted until you see it and say, that's exactly what I wanted.
As long as we both shall live.
As long as we shall both live. At some point, English became hard. English became hard for the first time. The pastor would say this and then I would say this. He would say this, I would say this. So I was like, aye. It was very, 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 how will I call it, tough. And I knew this is something that is a commitment for me. That's why I think when the pastor was saying this, I was saying these other things. When the pastor was saying this. But it was also crazy and funny at the same time, knowing that the pastor has seen me grow since the age of 1. It was a happy moment, knowing that you're saying these vows and committing yourself to someone you've loved for quite a while and someone you'd want to spend the rest of your life with. Yeah, it was amazing for me. It was amazing.
To be a loving and faithful wife.
In sickness and in joy.
In sickness and in joy. I also felt the weight of the vows at that point. As in, when you stand there, when you're the one doing it, it has its own weight. But when you are the one just hearing it, you know, sickness and in health, let's go on, through everything, fine, fine, fine. But when you're actually putting the ring on the finger and saying all those stuff, it's big, it's weighty. And after all that, I actually accepted it, digested it, and I was like, it's done.
I was very happy. I was like, finally, it's finished, or it's begun, you know? Yes, we've been saying May 6th for such a long time. Now that it's here, I'm happy for them. At least they've taken that load off of a lot of things and the pressure that entails in planning a wedding. And now they can just be themselves, yes, and start a new life, yes, or continue with their lives, but on a fresher page, of course.
Photo session after church takes a lot of time. For us, we had to do it a different way so that everyone participates in the wedding, and then later we can go have the photo shoot at our own will and at our own time. So that's the whole reason behind us doing photography the last bit.
When we woke up, it was sunny. So me, I was like, yay me, amazing, perfect wedding, here we come. And then I see it drizzling. So I'm all praying, please Lord, please don't make it rain. But he made it rain. And we danced in the rain. That was the most amazing part of it. We actually danced in the rain, and also I didn't regret it afterwards. I was like, it's actually a good thing it rained in my wedding. More blessings. God was just showering them and saying, these are my children, receive.
I didn't care whether it rained or it didn't rain. For me, let the day roll. I think would have gone even beyond whether there was rain or there was no rain.
Given a seat, and I'm wondering, why am I sitting in the middle of everyone? So it dawned on me, this is what they said they had in store for me, but I loved every bit of it. I laughed it out like crazy. Sam and his friends are just comical, but they are beautiful people.
It wasn't organized, but I was ready. That day, I think I was ready to pull every string that was in my body to dance. And, you know, something we had practiced for a night, but it turned out like we had practiced for a whole week. So for us, it was kujiachilia moment, and we all loved it.
The bed is not the place where you solve the problems, but you solve your problems at the table. You go to bed when they are done, forgotten, forgiven, you go to sleep.
Marriage is what we build. It's not what any other person goes through, because it's different. Everyone has a different experience. So that's some of the things that I took from the whole kind of speeches.
I loved the bit where I was told that I should learn how to be submissive. That one was really a hit on me.